Hey guys, Alan Kirby here. Got a rare Saturday off. It's only happened like one other time, but it was much deserved. Because I had to deal with some bullshit last night. Somebody attempted to rob me again. So this time I have a new girl with me. She's learning the register. She's been with me the past couple nights. So I walk away and I'm stocking the coffee area. All the cups, the creamers, everything else. Because the last shift didn't do it, of course. So this guy is just standing there. So the new girl is basically looking at me like, hey, are you going to deal with this guy? So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So he's pulling like a little bit of money out of his pocket. So I thought he was going to buy something. So I'm like, what's up, buddy? Because he wasn't saying nothing. I was like, what do you need? And I went to school with him. His name is Jason Johnson. I actually grew up with him. So I used to hang out with him when we were younger. My brother used to hang out with his little brother. So there's kind of the familiarity factor in this. Because there was some familiarity amongst this problem. And so he's standing at the counter. And he was like, I want all the money in the drawer. So I was like, you know, tough fucking shit. I'm not giving you the money. So he goes, what do you mean you're not giving me the money? I'm not giving you the money. Somehow the last robbery, kind of trained me for this. I feel like I was a little bit more comfortable with this one. So I kept saying, you know, I'm not giving you the fucking money. So he goes, you can give me the money or I'm going to come around the counter. I'm like, you know what, you come around the counter, it's going to be a big fucking mistake. Tonight is not the fucking night. So he keeps trying to act like he's coming around the counter. And so I go stand in front of the door. Behind the register. So every time we go to the door, he wouldn't come behind. Because I'm like, I swear to God, I'm going to hit this motherfucker. So he keeps saying, come on, man, I need the money. And he keeps walking in and out of the store. Like, he walked out and then he came back in like 4 times. And so he goes, you better call the cops and tell them that, you know, I'm attempting to rob you. Or you better give me some fucking money. I'm like, first of all, I'm not going to give you any fucking money. And I hit the silent alarm. So I was like, and the police are on the fucking way. So the new girl's freaking out. He says to her too, give me the fucking money. And she goes, I'm not in this. I have kids at home. I'm not in this. I'm like, okay, I have a fucking family too. But you still have to stay calm and handle this situation, even though it's a shitty situation. But we're supposed to work as a team. You know, and the fact that you just stood there and said, I'm not in the middle of this, you didn't try to call the cops or nothing. Like, I had to literally do fucking everything. Because I understand it's a freaky fucking situation, but, you know, it could have been worse. She could have been by herself. I was there to handle the situation. And then she's basically mad at me because I was arguing with him and didn't give him the money. I guess she felt like I was putting our lives at risk. And I guess in a way that I was. But I could tell he didn't have a weapon or anything, so he wasn't going to get shit. So he kept asking me if I called the police. He was asking that like every 5 seconds. And of course the police took forever to get there. But I was like, yeah, I called the fucking cops. They're on the way, dude. So he walks over to the cooler and he goes, I'm taking this fucking Pepsi. I was like, okay, whatever. The cops are coming anyway. They're going to be here like any second. So, hey, go ahead and enjoy your Pepsi, buddy. Because you're going to be in fucking prison. So, well, his one brother's in prison for murder. And his other brother is always in trouble as well. So, he takes the Pepsi. He goes outside. And he stands there and he waits for the police to show up. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I mean, he was already pacing back and forth before he tried to rob us. During, because he would keep running outside, pace a little bit, come back in and ask again for the money. So, customers are out there taking pictures, videos of him. Of course, they don't help. They go, thanks, guys. Thanks for your fucking help. So basically, the new girl was mad at me because I argued with him and I didn't give him the money. And she didn't back me up. And then she was like, well, I'm not going to work night shift now. I was like, that stuff doesn't happen all the time. It's very rare that somebody tries to rob us. It actually is very rare. Even though it's now happened to me twice, I guess I'm the guy that everybody's going to try to rob. Whatever. But I have to say, because of the last one, I was a lot more calmer on this one. You know, I had my wits about me. I was thinking. I wasn't as in shock as I was with the last one. Because I was like, fuck it. It's already happened to me once. This time it's going to go my fucking way. So, I just can't believe she bitched out like that. Like, whatever. It is a fucked up situation. It is a freaky, scary situation. But at the same time, you know, I've learned since the last one, you gotta keep your fucking cool, man. And I was the one that was handling the situation. You were standing there quietly. I'm the one that was talking to this guy. I'm the one that was fucking arguing with this guy. Like, you didn't have to do shit but fucking stand there and look retarded. You know, she didn't help me do any of the fucking side work. She was acting like she was stocking the Slim Jims for 45 fucking minutes. Even the deli person, Mike, was making fun of her. So this was perfect timing, too. As the cops, when they finally showed up, the alarm company called. The bigwigs called to make sure everything was okay. And, not making fun of handicapped kids. That's not why I'm doing this, but the whole time the cops were trying to question me and figure out what's going on, there was this little handicapped kid in there, and he kept going, hey, hey. He's looking at the cop, hey. He looks at me when I'm trying to explain, hey. Even though when we'd say hey back, he would keep saying it. And because the cops were there, he was like, uh-oh, uh-oh. Like, he was just yelling non-fucking stop. And you could tell the cop was getting mad. I was kind of laughing because it was just like right timing. You know, they were there, this shit just happened, and this kid is just like yelling shit in the middle of the fucking store. And he can't help it. You know, he's got problems, but it was just like I couldn't have scripted that any better. It was like the timing was right for that. It was so fun. Like, it was kind of comic relief for like a serious situation. So all night when I would walk by Mike, he would go, hey, Alan. Hey. So the new girl, of course, she gets mad. She's like, you know, it's not funny to make fun of handicapped people. I was like, first of all, we're not making fun of handicapped people. I was like, we're just making fun of the fucking situation. I was like, so you need to shut the fuck up. She has no sense of humor. She has like the sense of humor of a fucking used sock. Like, she has no sense of humor. She doesn't joke. If you joke, she acts like she's getting irritated. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this bitch. But me and Mike like to have a good time. So if you don't like to have a good time, she sat there like she was bored and irritated, then you're not going to have a fun time. Like, you got to let loose. You know, you got to make fun of people. You got to do whatever you got to do to get through the fucking night. Or you're going to have a miserable fucking night. Took a little bit of a break off YouTube. I was having some problems with one of my back teeth. So, I don't know if I gotta get that motherfucker pulled or what, but it was hurting me. I was running a fucking fever. So, I had to take a break for a couple, and I was just getting sick and tired of vlogging for a little while because nobody, again, I'm struggling with the views. I don't know how this shit works. So basically I was just like, you know, fuck it. I don't care anymore. Like, we even went to the mall and the farmer's market last weekend. I recorded it, but I didn't even upload it. I got a lot of badass wrestling t-shirts and a cool Eagles jersey, which I'm going to release that fucking footage probably today. You know, because of this shit happened last night, I decided to pick the camera back up and vlog. And I just needed a fucking break, man. Basically is what it all boils down to. You know, I didn't disappear. I'm not done with YouTube. I want to keep on vlogging. But at this point, you know, everybody just needs a fucking break every once in a while. You know, some shit was happening with my tooth and my personal life. And I just needed to take a fucking break. My tooth feels better now. I just gargled the fuck out of salt water. Kept using the Orajel mouthwash. The one for toothache. And that shit works. If you ever have a toothache, use that Orajel mouthwash. It doesn't numb your mouth or nothing, but it works. And I was taking some ibuprofen 800. Smoking a lot of weed. But my tooth was killing me. It feels way better now, which I'm glad. Because I was like, man, I gotta get this shit pulled. I just got, you know, the one side of my mouth fucking pulled like months ago. It hasn't even been a year yet. So if I had to get fucking 2 teeth pulled within 1 year, I was going to be fucking mad. The last one I got pulled on New Year's Eve. And then they expect me to come to work after getting a tooth pulled and deal with drunks all night on New Year's Eve. I had to call out. I had a doctor's note. It's like the only time I've called out. My face was so fucking swollen I couldn't even talk until I got my tooth pulled. So, I don't know. Just want to let you guys know pretty much like where I've been. Today's shirt, the Jason Kelsey shirt I got from Ocean City, I'm finally fucking wearing it. So, it's just been sitting there waiting for me to wear. I'm about to get off here. So for now, I'm Kirby. Enjoy your Saturday, because I'm off. And after last night, I'm fucking off.